Who's the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to Greek heroes? Hold on to your helmets, folks, because we're about to dive into a Disney Pixar showdown between two legends, Theseus and Odysseus. Get ready for laughs, adventure, and a sprinkle of Greek mythology magic. Picture this: Theseus, our brave hero with a heart of gold and a smile that could charm the sirens. More on those tricky ladies later. On the other side of the arena we have Odysseus, the king of clever comebacks, or so he thinks. Let's talk about Theseus's greatest triumph, outsmarting the Minotaur. This wasn't your average house pet, we're talking a half-man, half-bull beast living in a maze. Did Theseus panic? Nope. He used a simple ball of yarn to mark his path, found the Minotaur, and saved the day. Talk about thinking outside the labyrinth. Now let's see how Odysseus stacks up in the grand tapestry of Greek mythology. His claim to fame, the Trojan horse, a legendary feat of cunning and deception, sneaking soldiers inside a giant wooden pony. It sounds like a child's bedtime story, doesn't it? Sounds like something straight out of a cartoon. But this was no ordinary tale. It was a high-stakes gamble. Sure, it worked in the end, but it was a long shot. The Greeks were betting everything on this one risky move. Theseus, on the other hand, wouldn't have risked it. He would have found a smarter, more elegant solution. Perhaps a clever ruse or a brilliant strategy that didn't rely on sheer luck. Odysseus's plan was bold, but it was also fraught with peril. It reminds us that sometimes the most daring ideas are the ones that teeter on the edge of disaster. Love conquers all, except Theseus's memory. A slip-up with a silver lining. Okay, so Theseus wasn't perfect. Remember Ariadne, the princess who helped him escape the labyrinth? He kinda sorta maybe forgot her on an island. Oops! But hey, even heroes make mistakes, right? Plus, it makes for a good story. Lost at sea, found by a goddess Odysseus's extended vacation. The tale of Odysseus is one of the most captivating stories from ancient mythology. His journey was filled with unexpected twists and turns, making it an epic adventure that has been told and retold for centuries. Odysseus, on the other hand, seemed to have a knack for making life difficult. Despite his intelligence and bravery, he often found himself in the most challenging situations. His determination and resilience were constantly put to the test. His journey home from Troy took 10 years. Shipwrecked, he faced the wrath of the sea gods, who seemed determined to keep him from returning home. Each wave and storm was a new obstacle to overcome. Turned into a pig by a sorceress, he had to rely on his wits and the help of allies to break free from the enchantment. His encounters with magical beings were both a curse and a blessing. Hanging out with one-eyed giants, these monstrous creatures tested his courage and ingenuity. The Cyclops in particular was a formidable foe that required all of Odysseus's cunning to defeat. It's a wonder he made it back at all. The perils he faced were numerous and deadly, from treacherous waters to vengeful gods. Each step of his journey was fraught with danger, making his eventual return all the more miraculous. Theseus would have charted a more efficient course, that's for sure. But Odysseus's story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and triumph against all odds. His legacy is one of perseverance, cleverness, and unyielding hope. A true hero's mind, why Theseus takes the crown. So who wins the battle of wits? Is it the cunning Theseus or the resourceful Odysseus? Both heroes have their strengths, but one stands out. It's clear Theseus takes the cake, or should we say the ambrosia. His victories are not just about brute strength, but also about his sharp intellect and strategic mind. He was clever, resourceful, and always had a plan. Whether it was navigating the labyrinth or outsmarting foes, Theseus always found a way. Except for that whole island incident, but we'll let that slide. Even heroes have their off days, right? Odysseus, bless his heart, was more about luck and divine intervention. While he had his moments of brilliance, it was often the gods who tipped the scales in his favor. In the end, both heroes are legendary, but Theseus's consistent ingenuity and determination make him the true king of strategy and wit. Keep the adventure going. Discover more Greek myths. Want more epic tales of heroes, monsters, and mischievous gods? Grab a book of Greek myths and get ready to be entertained. You'll discover a whole pantheon of larger-than-life characters and stories that will leave you saying, "Holy